EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
The first carry now. This is Williams. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. The Broncos at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now Gordon on 1st down. We're down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually... the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 14. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Ryan now off the bootleg. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now it's Hines. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense. but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Hines is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They go play action with Ryan. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And it's caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Blankenship's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak in this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, alert. Bang out.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. This is Gordon as they go to him again.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with career touchdown number 70, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
14.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
20.
Now it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
54, stop!
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
39.
To throw again is Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan. This to Hines on the drop-off. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This is Hines. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now Ryan. This is caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd and goal. Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Colts. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 14. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw caught by Pierce. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
21.
Here's Hines. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
21. Good.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And this one too low.
This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
58.
Ryan. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're going right back to Pittman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Ryan to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
This will be caught inside the 10. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Nice first down pickup there by Alec Pierce. If you want to talk about underrated athletes from the 2022 draft, you must include his name. Excellent size, runs a 4.4 40, and can jump out of the building. You want to add some toughness in there?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Wilson. He's got Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. This one swung out to Williams.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Wilson to throw. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's back to throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Back to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will move them back to 3-2.